That concept is called, like, suppose we have multiple technology. We have HTML, we have CSS, Bootstrap, we have JavaScript, many more technologies are there. So, like when we come to the HTML and then we look HTML point of view, what are the feature can be implemented through HTML? Then we'll come to know, oh, these all are the things is not possible through HTML. Then we'll take the help from CSS. In CSS and HTML, some feature will be ready, some feature will not be possible. Then we'll take the help from JavaScript. Again, through JavaScript, somewhere we'll find difficulties, limitation. Then we'll take the help from the React, Angular, backend technologies. Okay. So, question is like when we are under the HTML, we need to understand their end-to-end. Okay, this all are can be done through HTML. So till date, you have opened a lot of websites. When you open the website, you will see there is a different type of design. All website will have their own look and feel. All have their own, you can say, structure according to their business. You can say appearance, they put color combination. According to their customer, they keep the design, okay, layout and all. In HTML, we have one feature. Not only in HTML, on throughout internet, whenever we browse any application, any website, we go through the two type of processes. Okay, two type of processes. What is that? When a person develop a web application, the methodology the market developers engineer follow to develop the web application, it will be one concept called synchronous application. One concept is called a synchronous application. Another concept is called the asynchronous application. Asynchronous call between client to server and synchronous call between client to server. Okay. So we have a very small topic in HTML that will guide you a lot. Okay. What is that? In HTML, we have a topic called FRAME, frame set. Okay. This frame set will give a logic. Based on that logic, it will be easy to understand further a topic called Ajax. In JavaScript, it will be easy to understand a topic called Ajax. Okay. Ajax is called the asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Ajax. Okay. Next, after that, we have a next topic based on Ajax. If the person know frame set internal structure, how that work, how asynchronous call will happen within HTML, then the person will not face. Definitely, technology will be different. He will understand. He has to understand the technology, but the flow wise, he will not be confused. He will understand. Oh, in HTML I have done like this. Similar thing I am going to do in JavaScript, but the code will be different. Ajax. Okay. Now in Ajax, due to some limitation, somewhere everything is not possible through Ajax. Then we follow the next technique. In Angular React, we have called routing. ROUTING, routing. Okay. Routing API, many things come inside. Okay. Let me write first. JavaScript, after JavaScript, we'll get to the jQuery. JQuery. Under the jQuery, we have also a concept called Ajax. It's called jQuery Ajax. Okay, this is called only Ajax based on JavaScript, and this is called a jQuery Ajax. jQuery Ajax. jQuery Ajax. Okay, so again, there will be some limitation. Next, because of that limitation, we have to follow the next feature. In Angular and React, LAR, Angular and React, we have a feature called routing. Okay, so see here. So what we are getting is, we are getting idea from the frame set. Similar idea will apply under the JavaScript Ajax. Similar idea will apply under the jQuery Ajax. Similar idea will apply under the Angular and React. We have a feature called routing. Okay, so we will be spending today time to understand this point. Frame set. It will give two many. It will have two benefits. Number one, how to divide how to divide a screen into multiple into multiple blocks. How to divide the screen into multiple blocks, number one. And after that, second is without reload, how to call a page without refreshing, without reloading the browser, without reloading the browser. How to divide the screen into multiple blocks, and second is how to call a page without reloading the browser. You have experience already. When you go to the Gmail, do the chatting with someone, your page will be constant, your data will go and come. When you go to the Facebook, chat with someone, your current page will be constant, content will go and content will come back. Okay, when you go to the LinkedIn, we have a chatting facility, we can chat with the people, our page will be constant, page will not reload at all, but the content will go and come. Okay, those are called the asynchronous call. Asynchronous call, in asynchronous call, page will not reload, but the content will go and content will come, based on JavaScript technique. Okay, so first, using the frame set, we are going to divide the page into multiple blocks. And once we understand that idea, okay, I'm dividing like this into multiple blocks, then we'll spend the time and we'll apply this line called, now I have multiple pages in our website. Without reloading, how we can go to the different page? Our browser should not load, but the content should get changed. So this 2 point is going to help you. It is going to build some logic. It is going to build some very important logic that is going to help us in the coming days. Okay, so I will come to now this browser and let me show you. Suppose this page we have created in the last Sunday. You can see here, when I click on any link, content will change, and along with that, page will also get reload. Look at here. When I click on home, page is reloading. You can see page is reloading. When I click on profile, you can see complete page reload. URL got changed and complete page reloaded. See, URL got changed, complete page reload. Here will show you, right? So here page is reloading. Now frame set will say your everything will be remain same and your page will not reload at all. Always you will be on the main page only. But when you click here, the bottom content will get changed. When you click here, your bottom content will get changed. When you click here, the content will get changed. Your page will not reload at all. Just on the click of any link, content will get. That's called the asynchronous call. But this page is based on synchronous call. You can see here, whenever I'm clicking anywhere, page is getting reload, page is getting reload. So we are going to learn the technique through how we can load a page without refreshing the page. That 2 point is here, how to divide the page into multiple blocks, and then how to load a page without reloading the browser. Okay, so clear what is the chapter we are going to study. Now let me come to the here in the maybe MS Paint. Okay. Now suppose question is how to design a different layout according to business requirement. How to design a different layout without CSS. Suppose layout number 1. This is one layout. Here we have one section. Here we have one section. Here we have one section. And here we have one section. Right? So this become one layout, one design of the page. Maybe we design one more layout. This is one. Maybe this is the banner here. Maybe below we can keep 2 sections. Half section, half section. Maybe we can keep one more section in the last. This is the another design of the page. Okay, another layout of a home page. Let me design one more layout for you. This is the one. This is the one. Right hand side, multiple blocks. Something like this. And something like this. Correct? You saw how many type of design? Three type of design. Now, if the question comes in HTML, how to design a different layout without CSS? How to divide the screen into multiple blocks without CSS? Okay. So we have it's a little old concept, but it's a very, very meaningful. It's going to help a lot further. Okay. So it's called a frame set. The frame set will help you to divide the page into multiple blocks. And each block you can display different type of information as I have divided the page into multiple sections. Okay. So this is our target. We are going to design a layout like this. Okay, using HTML. Let me save this file. Go to this folder. So we can HTML layout design. Okay, now let us come to our folder. 1 minute. I'll take some water. Okay, let's go ahead. So we can create a folder here. You need to follow me. Create a folder frame set. Okay. Inside the frame set folder, first create a folder called frame set. Inside the frame set folder, we will create a file, example1. Example1.html under the frame set folder. Example1.html under the frame set folder. Oh, this file only I said. Example1 I have already. This example1 file will start from HTML and close by HTML. In HTML tag, we will follow now. Under the HTML tag, we'll follow now the next tag. The next tag called frame set. Now, what is this frame set? How it works? The frame set tag is going to divide your screen into multiple blocks. It can be row wise or it can be column wise. The frame set is going to divide a screen into multiple blocks. It can be row wise or it can be column wise. Both options we have. Row wise also we can do, column wise also we can do. Okay. Now let me follow as a row wise. So you can say the total height, the screen what we are using as of now window, the total height of the screen is 100%. So here we have a property called rows. The frame set is the tag name and rows is the property name. Frame set is the tag name, rows is the property name. Now inside these rows, we have to pass the values. So total your entire height is going to consider as 100% of the height. That 100% of the height you are going to break into multiple rows. Okay, so total screen height is called 100% of the height. So total height we are going to break into multiple rows. Total height we are going to break into multiple rows. So the first row will give as a 10% of the total height, or 10% of total height. 10%. So inside the rows property, we have to pass the number of rows. How many rows you want, and it should not exceed by 100%. Total height is 100%. So in 100%, how many rows you want to create? That many number of parameter we have to pass here. Okay. So we can say the first row will take total 10% of the height. Second row will take total 75% of the height. 75% of the height. And third row will take a remaining, how much will be? 79, 70, 85, remaining is 15%. 15% will go to the last row. 15% height will go to the last row. So now what will happen is your screen will break into 3 rows. The first row will take total 10% of the height. Second row will take 75% of the height. and last row will take the remaining 15% of the height. Width is 100%. Width is end to end. That is called 100%. But height will be certain only. Height will be certain only. How much? 10%, 75, and 15%. Now, frame set says like, yes, you have divided into 3 rows, but in each row, what you want to do? In the first 10%, what you will do? Last 15%, what you want to do? Middle 75%, what you want to do? So we have another tag that is called frame. Frame set will help you to divide into multiple blocks. Let me write here in comment. This is called comment line. Called comment line. So here I will write frame set. What it will do? It used to divide. It used to divide a screen into multiple rows and columns. Multiple rows and columns. The frame set used to divide the screen into multiple rows and columns. Okay, frame set. After that, frame set used to divide the screen into multiple rows and columns. Now we have another tag called frame. It used to link, or you can say it used to include. It used to include a other file into current file. It used to include a other file into current file. Now what is that second line? I will go here and I will write here a frame src. Frame is the tag name, src is the property name. Frame is the tag name, src is the property name. Under src, we are going to call a file called header.html. This file is not exist. Header.html is not exist, but the definition says here the frame set has divided the page into multiple blocks. How many blocks? 3 blocks, row wise. The first row is going to take 10% of the height. In that 10%, using frame, we are including a other file. That file name is called header.html, and that header.html will appear under the 10% of the height. Second one we will call a file here called welcome.html. Now welcome.html is going to take the 75% of the height. It will follow the sequence. The first 10% will go to the header, 75% will go to the welcome, last 15% will go to a file called footer. Now this header, welcome, footer is not exist. We have to create it. We are going to create those files. We are going to create those files. We are going to create those files. Hope ready? Write this much. You can create a file example 1.html anywhere in the frame set. If you are following, then excellent. In case if you are following in some other source, then no problem. You can use there. So I have shared the code. Please take the code and try it. Let me run this file and show you how that look. It will say 3 places page not found because all 3 pages are not existed yet now. You can see the page got divided into 3 blocks. One section 10% height, middle section 75% height, last section 15% of the height. These designs are little different. What I have designed that is little different. We have made based on row only row property we have follow. We have not follow the column property. We will follow that also in the next example. Are we writing? Please check once and let me know your page is able to run. Okay, so let us come now. Once this header is frame set is the possibility of the mistake will be in the first line only. Double quote open in the beginning and double quote close in the last. In between, separated by comma, you have follow the multiple properties, 3 property. First is right. So we got idea. What is happening is your current screen using the frame set tag, you divide it into 3 rows. 10% height, 75% height, 15% of the height. And after that, the width is still 100%. The width for each block is 100%. Only you have splitted the height. You have splitted only the height, not the width. Height we have splitted into 3 rows. Width remain same.
Yes, sir. My page is running.
Page is loading.
Yes, yes. So
Good.
I have given 10%, 75%. So we can give always in the form of percent only.
Percent only. Because we don't know the different user will have different screen height.
Okay, okay. Yes, right.
Okay. The different user will open the screen in different size of the screen. The user can open your page in any device, mobile also, laptop also, anywhere they can open. So frame set what it says, frame set says like if you are measuring in percentage, you can't exceed more than 100% because the total height is 100% on the list, total width is 100%. In case if you are not following the percentage, directly number you can give. For example, let me go here and let me write here college 100 and this let me give this one is 600 and let me give or maybe 700, this one let me give 150. So now it is going to take as a pixel, 100 pixel, 700 pixel and then 150 pixel. The see, you can see here pages are not there as of now, so it's not looking as per the what number we have given, else it should get increased. It should, the height should get increased.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so let's come to the percentage wise again, and we will be creating these pages now, header, welcome and footer. So we'll create a next file called header.html, welcome and footer. So first create next file called header.html. if it is not working anywhere or you have some error, there is nothing like you can't ask in between. It is assume like you are in the class, physical class. Whenever you have a problem, you can ping me, you can on your mic and you can ask me, I'll guide you. Okay, learning meaning is same. Learning meaning itself says like whenever you have a problem, you should ask. Okay, that will be more interactive and it will be more, you can say, meaningful. We will understand, yes, it's working. Okay, so header is ready, header.html. Now go to the header.html, start from html, and since in header file we want to display some content, so body tag is required. With the help of body tag, you can display the content in your page. You can display the content in your page. Let's go ahead. Under the body header, under the body, we have a property called BG color without a space. BG color comes without a space. Okay, it's a single property name, no space. BG color, let's keep here called orange. The upper section of your page, if you are running this page, it will display you in orange color. Paragraph we can write here, and we can keep a text here saying like this is from header file. This is from header file. Okay, hope this file is ready. Header, we can run the header file also separate, but no meaning. It will just come as a complete. It will display the full screen, but instead of running the header file, we are going to run the example1 file. After creating the header file, go to your browser, reload the example1. You will find the header will appear in the top section. The header file what you have created, it appear on the top here, header. Then we have to create two more file. As for the example one, we need to create one more file, welcome.html. Create one more file. I have shared the code of header file in the chat as well. Welcome.html. Start from HTML. You need to follow the body here. Inside that, you can write the H1 tag, welcome home. We can write here align edges center. Align edges center. So welcome home will appear in the middle of the screen. Welcome home will appear middle of screen. Let us look into the browser again. You can run your example one file. Welcome home will come in the middle. Now we need to create one more file, footer.html. See here, header welcome footer. So header is ready for you. Welcome is also ready. We need to follow the next file, footer.html. We need to create the next file, footer.html. Create the next file, footer.html. HTML start, HTML end, body is open close, right inside, footer. In a p tag you can write this is from, and for this you can keep align as a center, so it will come in the middle. And for body you can write bg color as pink color, or maybe green color, highlighted color. So header is on in orange, footer is in green, and middle section is in which color? White color. Now let us come to the browser. Check once all three pages are loading. See header on the top, footer in the last, and welcome in between. So this dividation happen in which file? Example one. Content, how it is coming? From header it's coming, going to the 10%. From footer it is coming, going to the 15%. From welcome it is coming and going to the last 10%. Hope ready the footer file. Footer, welcome and header. Just single line codes are there. You can write easily. Footer file code I will share you in your chat.
Yes, sir. My page is loading with all the components.
For you, Rishabh, how it is? Pages are loading or any error? Rishabh Kumar. For Kiran, how is it?
For me, it is the page is not exactly looking with the percentage wise what we are distributing, Mr. Shiran. I would like to show you this page, how it is loading like.
Okay, so here, okay, no problem. I will make you host for a minute. You can show me easily.
Sure.
You are the host now. Just click on a screen share. Frame set rows. Okay, then 15%. Last is the problem. After 15%, you have to give the after 15 you have to give percentage.
Oh, okay. This was missing, is that? Okay.
And
Got it.
yeah, check once. Is it loading?
Okay. Yeah.
Check once in the browser.
Yeah, I'm checking it now. You're able to see it?
Not yet. I think you have to share again.
Oh, okay. It's working. No problem.
Working after that.
Thank you.
Okay, so I become a presenter now. Okay, so working. Cool. Now see, concept is what? Concept is we have one main page that is called example one, and in that we have divided into multiple blocks, and in each block we call the different pages. Okay. Now come to the your example one file, and after double quote you can write here a property called border. Border equal to 0. So between two blocks, some lining is coming in example file. So this line will help you, this property will help you border as a 0 to remove all the property of all the lining simply. It will remove the lining. Just add that. Add that property border as a 0. Page will look complete clean. We just look at here. Border is a 0. There is no any border anywhere. It's completely clean. Okay, that is safe now. So look like this, clean completely. Now after that, this becomes a one design. So this example one will leave. We will create another file. There we can use the row wise division also, as well as column wise division also. Both way we can divide and check once how that is going to look. Create next file, example2.html. Example2.html. This design example2 will look like first photo. The first photo you have made. So example2 we will make like this first photo. Header, footer, and in between 40-60 combination. One block with the 40% and second block as a 60%. Let's come to the example2 file. HTML open close. After that, again follow the frame set open close, and inside that we will use here rows equal to first row keep 10%, second row keep 75 only, and third person keep as a 15%. Okay, next after that, from previous file the 3 lines were written. Same line we can add here as well. Same header, footer, and welcome. After calling header, footer, and welcome, You will delete the welcome file from here, keep the header on the top and keep the footer in the last. Now in between header and footer, the header will take 10%, footer will take 15%, header will take 10%, footer will take 15%, middle portion is 75%. The middle portion what we have 75%, we can write a comment here, 75% start here, 75% end here. So it will be a clear idea. Okay, this area belong to 75% of the height. Now within this 75%, you will follow one more frame set. Inside this frame set, the dividation will be based on columns. That is called calls. Dividation will be based on columns. So calls, first column 30%, second column 70%, 30-70 combination. Then inside first will follow first 30% frame src, left block .html, one file, and under the 70% welcome.html file. Follow this again. Now after writing, if you run the file, border will appear as usual. So for border, in the first line, we can write border equal to 0. So border will not be anywhere. It will not have any kind of border. Let's check now how that look. Example 2. Will be something like this. Header on the top, footer in the last, left side one block, right side another block. Left side one block, right side another block. Save the file. We need to create one more file that is called leftblock.html. This all code I will pass in your chat. This both the file are available in the one folder. Okay, so hope ready. Create next file leftblock.html. HTML start, body start, VG color, sky blue, come inside, that's 3, the updates. There is a tag called Marquee Tag. In Marquee Tag, we can write the paragraph ABCD. In a paragraph, we can write here direction equal to down. So this content will move towards down, and height of this marquee, suppose 300. So within the 300 height area, this 3 paragraph will be running automatically. Within the 300 of height, this paragraph will be running automatically. Okay, let me go now. See, the text will be moving down, and within 300 of the height, it will be scrolling automatically top to bottom. At the left block page, commons looking similar. Something. So this design is also ready. Second layout, the first layout of the photo is ready. Now in this, the next functionalities will be in the header section, we'll have a hyperlink. When we click on hyperlink, content should change under the right side block. When you click on the header section, the content should change under the right side block. That is the next requirement what we are going to work on. Plus in the header part, we'll add some menus using the hyperlink table and all. So do I need to show you the example file, example 2? Example 2 code was already shared in the chat. Left block, you can have a look once and write it. Marquee is the tag name. Direction is the property, down is the value. So text will be moving down. Height is the 300. So within the 300 of the height, Marquee tag will take place and content will move around the 300 of total height. Okay. Now come to the header file. If left block is working, in header file, we can remove this paragraph and write a table here and put this table align as a center. Align as a center and inside keep some space also using the self padding property. So between two columns, you will get some sufficient space. Between two columns, you will get sufficient space. Write a TR. Under this TR, using the TH, table row and table heading, TR is called a table row, TH is called table heading. Okay, now you will give here call home, link call home. You can add 3-4 links. About us, contact us, our services, login and register. Write it slowly. Let me share the content of header file also. It look like this. Header on the top and footer in the last. Header have the many options. Sequence, please. Let me know as well. Is it coming or not coming? Okay, so hope we are ready. Okay, then next task is to make hyperlink. Or if you want, we can create one more design based on similar. One more block will come in the right side. That approach will be the best. So example 2 is ready. It has a row wise and column wise division. We can go for the example 3. Create next file, then example 3.html. Hope this we are creating. Shall I share the header file? Header code I sent you already or not? Let me share again the code of header file. It is already shared. Example 3 we can follow. Example 3 will be again HTML start. Header you can follow same, not header, frame set. Follow again row wise combination. First row 10%, second row 70%, last row 20%. Now come inside again, 3 frame set we required. We can call again frame src. First header .html. Here we can write border as well, 0, no lining anywhere. Header and footer. Call this two quickly. Example 3, click right. I will share it this code also. So header and footer will come. Header will take your 10%. Footer will take last 20%. Okay, check now. Header footer should work. Header on the top, footer in the middle. See, footer came in the 70% because we have not followed the complete sequence. Now at this place, you can add another frame set. Frame set will have column wise calls 25% left block, 50% middle block, 25% last block. But last we can keep little 15%, and middle we can make as a 65%. Width, this is talking about the width. It's talking about the width. Okay, right. Hope we have written. Save it. Now come inside. We need to create already left block we have created. So in first frame SRC, we can call the left block dot html. Next we can call here welcome dot html in the middle, and we can call again one right block dot html. 3 blocks. So now all pages are exist. Only one page is missing, that is called right block dot html. Right block dot html. Let's share the code of this file. Let me share it. Example 3. Came to your chat. Hope ready. Let us run this file. This file is going to make first row is one block, last row is another block, middle row divided into three blocks. So row wise combination dividation as well as column wise dividation also both. We are ready. Next, create the file called writeblock.html. See, the concept is clear here. The main frame set is helping you to divide into row wise. The main frame set is helping you to divide into the row wise, whereas second frame set is helping you second frame set is helping you to divide into column wise. The first row, first frame set has made three rows. In that three rows, the middle row, that is the second row, this frame set is under the second row. That is the 70% of height. Height is 70%, but width is still 100%. Height is 70% and width is how much? 100%. So 100% of the width you are dividing into three columns. That is called 25%, 65%, and 15%. Okay, that's how it is working. Let us come inside. We'll create this file, the writeblock.html page. Writeblock.html file. The writeblock.html file. HTML start from, follow the body tag. Now inside the body tag, you will write maybe H2. Our members. Something. Next below, you can write one HR tag. HR tag will install horizontal rule. It is going to bring the line from beginning to last in whichever the color you want. Color as green color and size as maybe 5. So the line is going to come from beginning to last. Horizontal rule is so going to create a line from beginning to last. The lining will be in green color and thickness of the line will be 5 pixels. Thickness of the line will be 5 pixels. Now let us go next. Come below, write a marquee tag. Lining, how that come? Let us see how that look. So this is the line. Our members and below line. Here the name and description, name description will come. We are going to write that in marquee tag. Direction equal to up. So the text will be scrolling up. In how much of height? Maybe 400 you can give. In total 400 of the height, the content will be scrolling towards up.
Sir, on what basis do we decide the height? Like, this is 400 pixels or 400%.
Pixel. By default is pixel. It will not give any number, it will be pixel. If you are not
Okay, so this pixel on the entire length of entire height of the screen. So if the entire height of the screen is 100%, like how?
that height is always 100% only, but every screen will have some certain height. It will see, as a developer, we are measuring in percentage, but every screen will have some 1000 pixel, 800 pixel. It will be definitely in pixel only.
Yes.
But when we are writing the code here, like percentage, if you are thinking percentage, most of the time we implement for width purpose. Percentage we don't implement for the height purpose. In frame set only have used. Remaining CSS and all, you are not going to use percentage for height. Percentage calculation will come especially for width. Okay. And pixel calculation will come only for height. Because if you are giving as a 1000 pixel height, as a 1000 pixel height, then what will happen is, if a screen height is 800, a scroller will come in right side. People can scroll up down, they can see, as we see on internet. That is not in unfavor of responsive design. But if a scroller will come in the bottom, for example, if I go here, if a scroller is coming here in the right side, there is no problem. People can scroll up down and they can see. But if the scroller come in horizontal scroller here, in the left to right, then it is against of responsive design. Okay. So pixel and percentage both are in use. It is not like only pixel is in use and percentage is not in use, and percentage is used and pixel is not. Both are in use, pixel as well as percentage. But where to use more of time? Percentage. Percentage we use most of the time for the width division. Width we have, width we divide in percentage, and height we break into the pixel most of the time.
Okay. So means by default we have assumed that the entire height would be some around 1000 pixels, and accordingly we have given 400 pixels.
If you are giving more than 1000 pixel, also a scroller will come. Length of the height will get increased. Like a scroller will come in the bottom and it will get increased. There will not be any problem. Like suppose when you go to the Flipkart, what we see when we search the product, sometime in one product, in one category there will be 4-5 product, and in some category there will be 1500 products. So what will happen? The height will get increased automatically. Once the height increase, in the right hand side a scroller will come, but you may have not seen anywhere a scroller in the bottom. At the bottom of the screen you will not see the scroller left to right. You will see the scroller always in the right hand side, top to bottom. Suppose this page is not responsive. This page what we have made, it is not responsive. If I go in a small device, mobile phone, look at here. You can see in the right side one scroller appear here, here, here,
Yes.
right? So that scroller people have the problem. Here also a scroller appear. Here people can do up down, there is no problem. But people will have a problem on this scroller when they want to go in their left. Now suppose this page, if anyone will open in mobile phone, their experience will be bad completely, because
Yes.
contents are getting overlap here there. So your frame set is not responsive. It is just to divide the page into multiple blocks and preparation for the future. That is Ajax, jQuery Ajax, routing what we have written. For that is kind of logic understanding and preparation. How we are dividing into multiple blocks. So percentage will be always in the calculation for the width, and pixel will be in the calculation of which one? Height. And height, we have three types of height. One is called fixed height. So what you have written as of now, 400. This 400 we have written. It is called fixed height. Whether your content is less, content is more, no matter. It will take always how much? 400 only. Okay. If content is more, then a scroller will appear. Another option we have called mean height. Mean height 400. So if there is no content, it will take 400 height. If content is more, if the content is more, the length will get increased automatically. If the content is more, length will get increased automatically. Container will get increased automatically. Another one we have called height auto. So there is no any kind of pixel and percentage. Height as auto, fully based on contents. If you have more content, height will increase. If you have less content, height will decrease. But those all are a strong discussion under the CSS part once we come. Okay, HTML
Okay.
says like I have limited property. I don't have lot of property, so that you can design a very smart page. You can design a basic page and you have to compromise with the limited property. Sometime a scroller will come, sometime a scroller may not come. Sometime you can say some content will go out of the block, some content may come inside the block. So HTML says like you have to compromise with the property if you are not using the CSS. Layout will not be completely under the control of HTML if you are using only HTML. But once CSS will come, CSS will say like, I can change entire property value of HTML. So HTML will work according to CSS guideline. So there we will be discussing more on height and width. How height we have three types and width we have four types. Using four way we can set the width. Using three ways we can set the height. Now for all three there will be some certain requirement. If the condition is like this, then use height. Condition is like this, then use mean height. Condition is something else, then use height auto. Similar way for width also. Width we can give in pixel, we can give in percentage. We can give minimum width. It can be pixel, can be percentage. We can give max width. That also can be in pixel or percentage. Okay. So we will be learning those all. So it is as of now what is going to do. Your total screen, whichever you have, in that it is going to take how much? 400 of the height. So here in the right hand side, it will take, see here. So here, now what happen is, we have given the area for this particular middle section, certain area, and in that we are saying you occupy how much? 400. Now a scroller will come, because the upper 10% will go to the header, last 10% will 20% will go to the footer. Now in remaining area, this right sheet block has to compromise, and there we have given, okay, you occupy 400. Now the middle section is saying I don't have 400 area. So what will happen? A scroller will occupy. So now come inside, right here one another, you can say paragraph wise we can add 3-4 blocks. Some text, one paragraph, some text, another paragraph, another paragraph. So this direction will be towards up. From bottom it will move up. From down, it will go up. Okay, let us check now. How is the look? See, now the contents, whichever is coming, it is scrolling within the 400 of the area. Hello. This is okay. You can call me after 15 minutes. One class is going on. After that, I will wait. You can call me or ask. Okay, now let us come and 400 are given. Look like out of the box. 350, let me try. Let's see, it should fit inside. So it is fitting, and the content start from the bottom goes. We have one more property here we can apply. That is called behavior. Behavior. Behavior equal to alternate. So the same content will move up and same content will come down. Up down will happen for the same content. The content what we have added, it will go up and it will come down, go up and come down. Completely, it will not be disappear from the right side block. It will be moving up, down, up, down. Okay, hope working. So next we'll be working on this hyperlink. But this we got idea, okay, how to divide page into multiple blocks. Next we'll be working on forms. Like suppose if you go for the login page, register page, contact page, we'll finish the forms part. After learning the input block, input tags, again we'll come back to the HTML, and then we will create a maybe page like this where this hyperlink will understand. When we click on the links, the pages should load here, and form with the input and output both together. As of now, what you have designed, these all are called output tag. This you have not used anywhere input tag. Previous all three examples, all are called output tag, output tag, output tag only. Okay, so in the even last class also, previous class also, this all was called output tag. So next we have called input tags. What are the input tags we have in HTML? Using that we can collect the input from users. So that input tag will be the tomorrow session. We will learn the input tag, and while learning the input tag, one example will be just simple, all the elements Whichever the elements we have tags of input, we will write it. And next example, third for example will be the combination of input tag, output tag using table and other stuff. So we can again log in tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock. Today some 5 minutes, 10 minutes late happened. Some people was in discussion. Okay. So see you tomorrow. You want video link, this one, name. Utkarsh, right? You wanted video link or how is it?
Yes, sir. Link would be okay.
The videos are there in the YouTube. I have uploaded. Still, it is the public only. Anyone can watch. I will send you the link in. Can you send me hi on this number? 8792462607. This in WhatsApp. Just send hi. So even I will be creating the group for other people also today. That WhatsApp group. So just to send hi on that link. On that in WhatsApp, I'll send you the link. Playlist link I'll send you. 3 videos are uploaded and one more today video is also uploaded in evening. You can have a look.